yeah, the way that Ayers come in, started smashing it around. They've made even after the loss of Phil Salt, they've kept the momentum going, and I think Russell and Orion. I mean, they've been going for so long, but they're both sort of in the vet West Indies player category, but they keep delivering. And Russell's come back with the ball this year as well, so be good for those two. And this one, Gerbers tries to chop down, but they're going to still take a single, so they're in a hurry. KKR, and yeah, why not? They deserve to win the tournament. They will be worthy winners, and as Messers was saying, it's their bowlers that have been so impressive, and their approach, because they, just like Sunrisers, they've gone for it from the start. If you like that aspect, Andy, the fact that these two teams have been sort of raising the stakes,
particularly the Sunrisers from where they were coming from before. Oh, if YouTube is your preferred platform, then we do have our sound back on there, and you can rejoin us on YouTube for what remains of this game, which might not be all that much. It's already 35 for 1 in the third over.
Yeah, so they only need 79 now, and yeah, as you say, we're only in the third over. That's tucked round the corner. Is this going to go down for a boundary as well? Is anyone down there? Oh, it's a flying stop. Very impressive piece of fielding. That looks like Shabazz. Is it down there?
I think it's Nitish, but that's the
Nitish,
kind of commitment they need. They've really got to try and save every single run and just hope for the best.
So that's 3 overs, 37 for 1, Messers.
Indeed it is. Josie Oak says looking like a bear game. Could be done in 8 overs. I think that might not be too far off the mark. They keep up this approach and the luck runs with them. Yeah, and over on YouTube, nobody's actually joined us yet apart from me. But
I think if you're going to win, Andy, if you're going to win quickly.
Quick game's a good game.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're
going to win easily, win quickly. Yeah.
Go back to watching county cricket.
Well, indeed, might be able to get the last hour at Lords. See how many wickets have fallen over the course of today. Sure, you can tell me.
Middlesex doing well. They're 320 for 4, so they're only 234 runs behind Sussex.
Yeah, there must be another road that's being produced at Lords. Nothing in it for the bowlers. Even Jaden Seals was having trouble getting any bounce, and he usually does. Change of bowling. Natarajan, one of the success stories with the ball for the Sunrisers, is coming on. 19 wickets in the tournament, 4th in the bowling.
This is his jingle.
This one's down the leg side, can be called a wide to start with. So, well, they haven't got any runs to play with at all. I mean,
no.
They're going to get some more wickets early on here. It's, as you say, it's start the car.
Yeah, a bit of a false dawn, that early wicket of Sunil Narain. Right, Venkatesh has really pushed this on. 19 off his first 5 balls. He's certainly made a statement. He's not interested in just plinking these off.
He doesn't want to be known as a second hand ire. This one's thick. Well, is it guided? Shall we say between slips by or past the second slip by Gerbaz, and that's going to be another boundary, 4 runs. No, I've been watching the IPL quite closely this year because I sort of had to in a way because for this Indian channel. I have really enjoyed it, Andy, because of the. I'll come back to this in a moment. That's attempted big hoik, but only hits the pad. There's no run. I think 2 things in particular: the intensity of the competition. The fact that everyone really cares about what happens all the time, and the involvement invested in all the fans. It does sort of make for every game feels quite exciting, and I think there have been quite a lot of close finishes this year.
Yes, I've dipped in and out of it, to be honest. I've been in here most Thursdays when we've been on, and I've dipped in and out of a few games, and there was a whole narrative of the amazing comeback by RCB when they looked dead and buried.
Yeah.
was quite exciting.
Here's Nataraj. That's bowls short. Is it well-directed bouncer? Yes, it is. It's got away with that. No, it hasn't. It's above head height, so it's been given a wide, and that one again.
And contrary to that, the rather disappointing collapse of the Rajasthan Royals, who were looking like the best team, and they limped into the playoffs.
Other little pleasures along the way has been following the dismal form of Liam Livingstone through the tournament. He hasn't done anything, and I don't know why he's been guaranteed place in the England World Cup. Natarajan bowls, and that's played back to him by Gurbaz. There's no run.
Well,
yeah, I'm a bit like you, David. I've actually watched all but 2 games this year, and there certainly were some exciting games. And strangely, the ones where there was huge hitting going on by, say, Fraser McGurk, I didn't necessarily find that hitting particularly exciting. It was the closeness that brought the excitement for me.
Absolutely, yeah. And there have been moments where the bowlers have struck back, and the cream of the bowling talents risen to the top, like Bumrah, obviously, watching him through the tournament. But
gosh,
how
bad would Mumbai have been without him?
Yeah,
been bad enough with him.
And this is
half a chance there.
Just dives and gets in. Gurbaz is on mission here, and he's very committed, and he dives. And Venkatesh.
Great
dives.
bit of fielding by Nitish again in a short cover. The batsman thought that was past him. He dived and picked it up and threw the ball from a prone position. And if he had managed to hit the stumps there, I think he'd have had a chance.
Yeah, correction, it was Gurbaz.
Terrific piece of fielding.
Yeah, it really was.
Couldn't quite get the angle.
And the second half of the group stages, I think, the phase I really enjoyed, Andy, because you felt that players were getting into form, and it was people were playing better, and it was getting even more competitive.
Yeah. Yep.
The teams were all evenly matched, and sometimes that's you need that sometimes for when you've got
certainly anyone could beat anyone on their day. There was quite a few teams in the middle going for those playoff spots. I was pretty surprised that anybody managed to qualify with 7 wins. That was just a quirk of how the results came out.
Bowled, that's flicked away down to deep mid wicket for a single by Venkatesh. 44 for 1 KK.
I think the most disappointing thing has really been that none of the finals has been particularly close.
No.
A tournament deserves something a bit better than that.
In the knockout stages, yes. Yeah. You would have liked to close the game.
Exactly. There's so many neutrals who've enjoyed the tournament and just want to see a really good close finish. But the KKR fans won't mind. They've started celebrations already. Natarajan bowls. That's helped round the corner. Nice and it's good. There's a long leg fielder, and Gurbaz takes a single, and he moves on to 15. Venkatesh actually outscored him because of that assault he made a few overs ago. He's on 20. 4 overs are gone. 46 for 1 KKR, chasing a target of just 114.
And Indo says Pat Cummins experiencing Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli feelings in finals. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a first for him, isn't it? Jay says, Messrs, I never lived on Mull, but my parents figured out they could dump me on a beach first thing in the morning with a pair of binoculars and I'd be happy. I don't know what they did during the day, but I love boats, otters and trips to castles. Fair enough. I think that's not a bad way to spend your 10th year on Earth. I have similar fond memories of beaches in Ireland, to be honest.
Wonderful. So Cummins is coming back into the attack. He's to pull that one over. It was expensive, but he got a breakthrough. He must realise that unless he disturbs this partnership between Gurbaz and Venkatesh, this is all going to be over very quickly, because the equation is only 68 runs needed with 96 balls.
Well, we had similar, Jez. We used to go on holiday in Donegal and into these little cottages on the beach. Lovely. I have an oil painting of it in my room now. It was passed on to me by my parents.
Just sneezed. And that's it's gone off the edge, inside that edge, or no, help round the corner. It's gone down for 4. It's off the bat. 4 runs to Gurbaz.
Yeah, ugly cricket all round. The batsman went to the leg side. Cummins followed him, and he's got that off the bottom of the glove down to fine leg.
Yeah, it's pretty ordinary piece of cricket there, both sides. That's the half century up for KKR. 50 they are for one. Just 64 required, and KKR fans are on their feet around the stadium. Cummins bowls. That's in the slot. It's driven up to long on, and they're going to go through for two. Gurbaz looking like he missed out there.
Well, he did really. I mean, he batted like this the previous game last time I saw him bat. He's really just swinging at everything with no timing at all. He's trying to hit every ball and still only managing to go at a run a ball. But, you know, that's all they need at the moment, especially with Venki blasting it at the other end.
He's obviously been given license to express himself.
In fact, Venkatesh has hardly had any strike. He's only had 6 balls.
Yeah. And 6 balls, and he's made 20. He waits now, and that's just helped on its way down to log on. They're just going to jog through like a walk in the park now. Jog in the park.
Well, it's maybe a fool's errand, but Cummins doesn't particularly seem to be trying to take wickets. He seems to be firing it into the pads to conserve runs, but not much point. I'm not seeing him trying to swing the ball away or hit the top of off.
You said it's a real rarity to see Cummins on the losing end of a final. Hasn't happened this year on 3 occasions before: the World Championship final, the World Cup itself, and of course the other third being the deciding Test match. It's not really a final. Playing a miss, short ball from Cummins, and Gurbaz doesn't make contact there, and I don't know why someone biting their nails in the crowd. There's no real nail biting aspect to this.
No.
Other than who's going to win the most fours in the match award.
Yes, that's about as much as we've got riding on this. Yes.
It's Gurbaz. He's going to take strike. 2 balls left in this. Cummins over, and then we're due a change. Cummins bowls. That's straight in to swing, a little late swinging that, and Gurbaz plays it out, but there's no run, so a rare dot ball with all this breathless play from Gurbaz, keen to make a mark, introduced late into the tournament when Phil Salt went back. In terms of the like to be parochial England players in the tournament, any of them enhanced their reputation apart from Phil Salt? And
I think Will Jacks did well.
Yes. Oh, of course.
Yes.
And he came in for Glenn Maxwell.
Yeah, he did.
I can't think of anyone else who really...
Bowled. And that's out to mid-wicket. And there's no run. So that's 5 overs, 52 for 1. Yeah, Will Jacks has been superb. I'll pass over to...
Hello, it's me. It's Grubby.
Yes, it's Grubby. Pass you over to...
Hey, Grubs.
Hey, Masters, how are you?
David, you've got socials. There's a couple of messages on YouTube and one tweet from Jay
Thank you.
to go. Okay, I don't think I'll be back. See you all later.
Cheers, Masters.
Okay,
rest up well.
Is this what we're doing?
This is it. This is the 3. Here we are.
Who's on first? Who's doing what?
I'm doing ball by ball. Dave's doing social, and you are summarising, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, Will's here as well, because Will was using an earlier rotor.
Okay. I'll let Will in for me then, because I did his stint on the last one. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll move over to there then, Andy. No, you're good, Will.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yep.
All good.
Okay.
Venkatesh on 21 is going to face up to Natarajan, who bowls now, the left armour. And he goes back. He's only got one way of playing here. And he smashes this over backward point for another 4. 4 to the floor. I'm going to come.
You can either sing them for 5 overs, or
I'm going to come over.
over.
Venkatesh now on 25 from 8 balls. And if I'm really a glory hunter, which I fully justified in saying that I am, then we should, in this next 5 overs, see KKR to the title. Dave, just tell me what you think about all of that while I move over the seats.
Well, I think, Robbie, that we could well see the title going to KKR in the next 5 overs.
This one is pulled out to mid-wicket, and it's going to go for another one of these.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
Venkatesh certainly wants to finish this in a hurry. He's got 29 for 9 now. Gurbaz at the other end. He's been overtaken and he's faced more balls, but he's enjoying watching his partner bat, I should warrant.
He's tired of being the lesser known of the Ayers, non-brothers.
60 for 1, we're in the 6th over only, and that tiny target is but 114. Natarajan again. Oh, it's picked up on leg stump. You can't bowl there to him. This is going to be swiped away over the square leg boundary, and it's gone for one of these.
Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6. Let's talk about 6.
Natarajan carrying the look of a rather beleaguered middleweight boxer at the end of the 12th round. As well he might. You've got this batsman in form here, who's come out with this attitude, has got nearly 30 runs from 9 balls. Where can you not bowl a leg stump half volley? Will, as a bowler, that must make you absolutely mad.
It does, but it's also kind of, if you look at the wider kind of situation, like it does do that to you when you get in your own head. You just kind of
there's the other thing that can happen. You bowl a perfectly decent ball, you beat the batsman, he gets a massive thick outside edge rather than getting bowled, and it races away to the 3rd boundary for one of these. Wow, we're seeing an innings of increasingly historically large proportions here. What's he on now? 39 from 11 deliveries.
wow. That's...
This is great stuff. I don't know what the records are. They're probably ridiculous. But
I was going to say, do you know what the quickest 50 is?
He's probably got some way to go to break records, but this ball he just contents himself with driving to wide long on, so he's only going to get a single there, taking him to 40 from 12 deliveries and the score to 71 for 1. He was a bit unlucky that previous delivery, the bowler, because it could just as easily have crashed into middle and off stump, but he got a big thick outside edge aiming it over the cow corner and got himself another boundary instead. So we're 1 ball shy of the 6th over. Unsurprisingly, Venkatesh Iyer is the electric striker of the match. Any voiceover work for me there, Dave, do you think, on the basis of that?
Definitely, yes. Mid-Atlantic.
Thank you. Gurbaz back in his crease, playing it to mid-wicket. They are scampering through for that quick single, I think. Another tight one.
I've had to resort to our WhatsApp group for some action here. Someone says, what's happened to Surrey? Does anyone know the answer to that?
Well, they were still about 350 behind with 2 wickets left of their 2nd innings. So, Somerset in 2nd place can really take advantage. Oh, no. So for those of you who don't know, Somerset lost in 2 days yesterday to Durham.
Yeah, that was hard to watch.
Did you watch it?
Did you? I was pretty much glued to it.
Yeah.
And it really broke me.
Yeah. I think
also,
what a time to play against Ben Stokes' side, where Ben Stokes has found his bowling mojo again.
Yeah.
I know. First, what's that? The 2nd championship game he's played in 4 years or something?
He's played 2 in a row, I think, now for Durham. And just gently trying to bring himself back in as a bowler, I suppose. I mean, as well as a batsman. But he certainly hit some form there.
Bobby, just a quick production note, if I may, to interrupt. Looking for the tweets at the moment. Gone on to Guerrilla Cricket, but I can only see our own published tweet.
You have to search for it in full in the search bar, Guerrilla Cricket. So I have to type the whole thing in, and then click on that, and then when you get to that page, it says latest, and it's latest that you want.
That's the one.
That's the cookie.
Thank you.
You're
Latest.
very welcome. And anyone else who wants to follow the tweets that are being sent in, you now know how. Are we in some sort of SEAT strategic break at the moment?
I believe we are, yeah.
You got to have them regardless.
Also, I've just looked up the quickest 50, and it was 9 balls.
Good. 9 balls. Is that
but
Jadeja?
No. That was This is the stat I found was just the quickest 50 ever, which was in a Nepal versus Mongolia game in last year, actually, last September.
And what about the IPL while you're in lookup mode?
I shall have a look.
I've got a feeling that Jadeja scored a really quick 50 once in the IPL, or probably more than once. But who knows?
Many times, but not this particular tournament. He's just got one half century, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Bobby, you might want to just find the tweets while I look for them, just so I don't want to let down any with the guerrilla Twitter article.
Well, we can do that in just a moment. I think we're about to return to the game, so Jay, hold your horses. We will get to you. Gurbaz, perfectly reasonable 21 off 22 balls, and his partner 40 from 12 is
13 balls for Jazz Whale last year.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Wow, what a talent he is.
14 baller.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They could have done with that today.
A nice start from the as yet unjingled left armour, and Gurbaz just steers it backward a point, can't get a run. One moment. Thing is, when you come into the studio and you haven't been in for a while, no idea what any of the jingles are, but here he is, here's the bowler.
Oh, now who's on?
He's round the wicket again. Well bowled, goes right through the gate, beats bat, beats pad, beats wicketkeeper, races down to the long leg boundary, I think, for 4 byes.
Give it to me 3 times, yeah. Give it to me 4 times.
76 for 1, we're in the 7th over. Gurbaz 21 from 24, Venkatesh Iyer 40 from 12. It's Gurbaz on strike. He goes across his stumps, has a big old wide sweep at this one. I think that might have landed on the sponge, and therefore it's going to be 6. We're just going to check what the umpire doesn't want to make a hasty signal here. I think that might have gone all the way, so I'm going to queue up a 6 jingle. Just seeing the replay now. I think that just lands on the Toblerone, chaps, no?
I think that's 6. But I'm blind, so...
Yeah, me too. Oh, it's very close. A blurry image to go on there, not much in the way of evidence. No, I think it does land on it. I'm going to stick by my original decision.
Yeah.
And we're going to get confirmation from the umpire any second now. Like a pole vaulter landing on the soft side of the bar, and it is indeed one of these. Yeah, went deliberately across his stumps in a premeditated fashion. This one he whips into the leg side. They're just going to get a single as the ball trickles through mid-wicket.
Old helicopter shot.
Yeah, it was, isn't it? Yeah, very MS Dhoni. 83 for 1, 2 balls left in the 7th over. A breeze, a walk in the park.
Mr. Shah there in the audience, the current head of the BCCI.
Yeah. And let me just say, he's doing a great job. Venkatesh Iyer back on strike now. He's been starved of the strike for about the last 5 balls. He'll be itching to get on with it, the left-hander. And the left arm spinner coming round the wicket to him, though. And he can't really get it away. It takes him on the pad. Rolls backward of square. And they're through for a leg bye.
That also now means that he can't equal the
Yes.
fastest
Damn it.
50.
We want records.
I want stats.
We want
I live for the numbers.
Exactly, yes. Gurbaz is forward in defence, really, as the man runs round from backward point to do the fielding. That completes the 7th over, and it is 84 for 1, ever closer. 30 runs only required.
You'll have to forgive me, Grubby and tweeters. It's like Grubby was saying, when you hasn't been to the studio for a while, you forget where things are. I haven't done the socials for a while, and I've forgotten how to pick them up. So forgive me
I
on
can do that.
See the latest tab.
I can do that if you just give us a mo. Just carry on talking instead, though. It's what you're good at.
Will,
Yeah.
bowlers that your bowler of the tournament, please. I'll give you 3. You can choose. Top 3.
Okay.
Obviously, Jasprit Bumrah has to be in there.
Yes. I think it's. I mean, I think Mitchell Starc in the later stages has really kind of proved that the massive price tag that he has is worth it. Which is annoying because I kind of hate him. There is something really special about. I don't know whether he's really performed as well in this IPL, but Pat Cummins has had.
Next over starts, and Venkatesh is back in his crease and swatting it up too long off. And he's just going to get 1 there. I'll just give you one of Jay Grover's several tweets, which is, I'm so pleased Will and Grubby have resurrected Walk This Way. Mint. Oh shit, Will even have heard that song. Sorry, gloriously wank. Yorkshire proper breaking me, especially when we lost to Sussex. I got a mocking phone call from my dad, the Brighton prick. So, Will, apparently you and I have to form some new metal band or, rock rap crossover thing.
I could do that.
Yeah, excellent. We're up for it, Jay.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in some pretty terrible bands in my time.
Back goes Gurbaz to this one. Plays it to backward point, and he's going to get a single this time.
Yeah, me too. No.
I was in a band when I was about 17, me and a couple of mates, and we called ourselves Feasibility Factor Nil. For the very sound reason that none of us could play any instruments.
Yeah, that sounds very similar to a band I was in when I was about 17.
Dave, on the other hand, is a consummate musician.
I was classically Trey, if that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, well, you're terrific. Over the wicket, left arm over. Venkatesh gets a short bouncer, which flummoxes him and means that his aimed pull through mid-wicket is unsuccessful. 28 runs required from 75 balls. That hardly matters. We're just sort of marking time until KKR
Seen any live
get over
cricket
the
this year yet, Grubby?
Yeah, I've been to a few days of county cricket. I was at Lords on Friday, and the two Fridays prior to that I've been at the Oval, so it's been rather nice. A wide one, which Venkatesh flays through the offside. Doesn't time it particularly well, but he's going to get 2. He's just slowed up, really.
Yeah, I've done a couple of Friday Champo.
Yeah,
matches.
where have you been?
Isn't it? I've done that. I did a Leicestershire versus Sussex and saw Simpson score a double century. And then I did Sussex versus Yorkshire and at the Oval, Surrey versus Warwickshire first day. Yeah.
I was there then. You should have. We should have coordinated, but we obviously didn't.
Oh,
yeah.
What a miss!
Full delivery, pumped down the ground, couple of bounces, man running around from mid-on to do the fielding, and one more to Venkatesh.
Well, did you name your third bowler of the tournament?
I just said that Pat Cummins has
Bumrah,
had good.
Bumrah, Starc, and Cummins. Yeah.
Well, I don't know whether Cummins really counts. Like, he's not had a great IPL, but he's just had such an amazing year that I think you can't really.
Well, bowler of the tournament.
Well, I would say, Bumrah.
Gurbaz whacks this one over cow corner, rolls into the sponge. He's going to get himself another boundary, and that is the end of the over.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary, crossing a boundary.
So, out of interest, what did your rather rubbish band play when you were 17? My lot did a load of very bad covers.
Such as?
Load of Pogue stuff.
Nice.
Because I just know pretty much every Pogue song off by heart and have done since I was about 6.
Like it.
And load of Toots, which was awkward because we're all white, but also they sort of tour a lot. Well, they toured a lot around here, and
sweet.
They were playing in the pub that we all worked in, so it felt all right.
Venkatesh has dispensed with his helmet to face the spinner, and he whacks it through cow corner to get a couple of runs. Now, I'm hoping that 19 runs are scored off the next 11 balls, which will mean that I can bring home this IPL, having done none of it previously. It's a attempted reverse from Venkatesh's bowler. Saw him coming though and just fired it in. So took him on the pad, and it rolls away for a leg bye. Abdul Samad it is, who's that rather pleasing thing of coming between the umpire and the stumps as he bowls around the wicket, which I always think has a certain aesthetically pleasing quality about it. Bowling to the right-handed Gurbaz now, around the wicket, bowls now, and it's defended by Gurbaz very respectfully, and there's no run. Come on lads, get on with it. 96 for 1. We just need 18 from the next 9 deliveries for me to retain my Glory Hunter crown. Samad around the wicket, and he's down the track to him this time. Gurbaz whacking it back over his head, going all the way, and it is one of these. Six indeed. 12 runs required. 8 balls left until the end of the 10th over. In all seriousness, though, can you imagine? Can you remember a more one-sided final?
So many people were saying it was going to be close, but no one was expecting this.
This one was an attempted sweep.
Wow.
Oh, he's given him out. LBW, I think. Must have given him out. LBW. That seems a rather curious decision, and the batsman quite understandably has reviewed it. It looked to me like it was fired down the leg side. He goes for a sweep. Obviously takes him on the pad and then sort of races away to the boundary. And the umpire's triggered him. Well, we shall see. We shall see. But we do have one of these.
You cannot be serious!
I was definitely in. Were you definitely in? I don't know.
I don't know what you chaps think, but to the naked eye, that looked a very curious decision to me.
Ball ended up down by, fine leg, didn't it?
It was obviously
an odd one.
Yeah, it was fired in. It looked like it was significantly down the leg side to me. He goes for a sweep as well. He might. I
guess with 12 runs to win, you've just got to take any form of comfort you can. Try and find a way of. May as well use a review. This game's going to be over shortly.
I mean, unless it's something I missed, which it wouldn't be the first time for sure. Does it hit him on the boot or anything like that? No, it hits him on the. Okay, right. So he thinks the umpire obviously
the
thinks
underside of the glove, isn't it?
I think. Well, let's assume that it hasn't touched the glove. It might have done though, Will. So we'll keep an eye on that in the tracking. But otherwise, he's planted his front leg, his left leg, his right-hander. It's just clipped the edge of his pad, so the umpire thinks it's pitched on leg. Is that right? Pitched on leg and straightened. The left arm orthodox spinner, and it's done enough to be clattering into leg stump, I think.
pretty desperate stuff.
I mean, I don't know. It didn't quite look right, but maybe it is technically out. In which case, I will give him massive props, the umpire, because it certainly didn't look it. Yeah, round the wicket. Just flicking the outside part of the pad. So we've seen that a few... Oh, hang on. We didn't see the tracking, but apparently it's been...
Wow.
It's been upheld. So there we go.
He came a long way across, probably. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah. So as I say, won't be the last time, and it's certainly not the first. And he's gone. Poor old Gurbaz is, well, he's furious. He's given his pad a good old whack with his bat on the way off there. Some severe head shaking. He doesn't like it at all. And we didn't see the ball tracking either, did we? Which makes me
see it home. No, we didn't. They didn't show the final ball tracking. That's interesting. They didn't show that. Yeah.
Which you would normally get. Anyway, Skipper has come to the crease. This man.
Shreyas Iyer, you've been down too long in the IPL. Come join the test, see moves well. When he hits it hard, but he hits it clean. Oh, you see what I mean? He'll take the game away. Shreyas Iyer.
And he starts off with a reverse sweep, which is going to go backward point straight away for one of these.
I'm looking over a 4.
All of which means it's 106 for 2 at the end of the 9th over. We have 1 over to get this done in half the number of allocated overs, and for me to collect all the glory again. Hooray!
Has to happen.
Surely. I'm saying it's going to get done in 3 balls.
I'll raise you. I'll go 4 balls. Will.
I suppose I'm going to have to go 2 balls, aren't I?
I like it. I like your style.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Venkatesh has a personal milestone in his sights, as he's now on 46 from 19. So one.
What did you think of? Probably. What did you think of Joss Butler's comment when he was sitting in the rain at? Against Pakistan, saying this game shouldn't have started till after the IPL finished or something.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. He swings this one away into the leg side, doesn't quite get hold of it, fielded by one of the men running round from deep mid wicket, and he's going to get a couple there. So 6 now to win. It can be done in 1 blow.
Now what he said was there shouldn't be any other international matches during the IPL.
Yeah.
England captain saying that.
I know. Well, there's a lot to chat about that, isn't there? This one, he aims a reverse sweep and doesn't get anything on it.
Not now.
Well,
no,
it's not as. I mean, personally, I don't think the IPL, although it sort of does take over world cricket for too long a period of time, I don't think it ought to do that, particularly when other seasons are starting, like the English summer. But that's very much a one-eyed view. I appreciate that. Venkatesh again looking for the reverse sweep and getting nothing on it. Nice take behind the sticks there. All of the squad is massing on the boundary edge, waiting to invade the pitch as soon as this final reaches its pretty inevitable conclusion. And he swings this one away. It's going to bounce once in front of the fielder, so he's just going to get 1. Oh dear. Venkatesh is going to finish on the 49, not out here. He's going to be gutted, isn't he? Bringing Shreyas, his non-brother, back onto strike. 109 for 2, 5 runs required. None of us got it right. I said 3 deliveries. Will was forced into saying 2. Dave said 4. We were all wrong because they're still not there. Still 5 to get. Just 2 balls left in this over. Come on, get it done in this over though, surely. Shreyas facing up. Oh, he just plays a very circumspect nudge around the corner to get himself 1 and bring Venkatesh back onto strike, who now does have the opportunity again to get his own half century.
Will you be doing the close of play summary tonight?
I'm
Probably
going to hand back to Andy to do
Possible.
that, because Andy's been here through hell, high water, and all the other things as Venkatesh goes back in his crease. Not going to get done. In fact, it's not going to get done in my stint. So Yabu sucks to anyone who thinks I'm a glory hunter. I'm leaving now. Goodbye, Andy.
Well, with the match
Yeah.
on a knife edge. Let me just jump into the jingle chair. I seem to have been completely deserted, or is Jez got? Jez is going to join me just for the last knockings of this game.
I didn't expect to be needed, to be honest.
No, I had my feet up in the green room. I thought Grubby was going to see us home. But that rather strange LBW, we never even got a ball tracking on that one. Slowed it down just enough. So 3 runs to win, 60 balls to get them in. Venkatesh got his 50. I shall jingle that up in just a second. He is back on strike. The left arm bowler is in. In fact, he's can't. Oh no, he's going to be out. No, he's dropped it. Didn't quite carry. Didn't quite carry down to long leg. I still can't see who the bowler is, but anyway, he got his 50, so let's give him that.
50 runs, your 50 runs. Well done, well done, well done, well done. 50 runs.
And well done indeed, really. They did lose an early wicket, but as soon as Venki came out and hit 20 off his first 6 balls, I think that removed any doubt at all from the equation.
Yes.
They're still not telling me who's bowling.
That drop just saved us 3 minutes of our lives. Too,
Yes,
I think.
they're going to get through for a single here. I think they're just being obtuse now in not telling me who's bowling. It's someone's bowling left arm right. It might be Shabazz, I'm not quite sure. I mean, even the bench, you don't normally do
Shabazz,
any.
yes.
Yeah, even the bench don't normally do anything until it's over. They are high-fiving each other. They don't think they're going to lose 8 wickets for no runs and lose the super over, and they're probably right. So Venkatesh is going to get the chance to score the winning run. Are they even going to bother to bring the field in? I can't see anybody on camera, so they're obviously not. And he just sort of shovels it in a suitably ugly way to win the game. He tried to shovel it into the leg side. He got an under edge. It went past the wicketkeeper. It went about 3 yards. They got through for the win. The players are on the pitch. They're spraying water bottles over each other. They're grabbing the stumps. They're jumping and high-fiving. Of course, that's only the players in purple. It's not the players in orange. Champions of Tata IPL 2024 are the Kolkata Knight Riders, and worthy winners.
Indeed they are. I think that's important to notice, that they have actually been the best team of this IPL and thoroughly deserve to be the champions.
I think so. Well, anyone still with us on social media where we can close off there?
Well, we've had a few messages on YouTube actually from Leah and Kieran and Brian in Brisbane. Brian, who says, do KKR getting any extra bonus for this massive win? And Kieran says, thanks for the chats, guys, great as ever. We will be back with you, or
imminently.
Will be, I won't be.
Yeah.
On Wednesday for the third.
I think it's Tuesday.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're right. It's Wednesday my time. It's Tuesday your time. That's what it is. For the third T20 match between England and Pakistan. So join us then. And again then on Thursday, but particularly come back to us for the World Cup starting on the 1st of June and keeping us all crazy for a month. It'll be fun. It's
going to be another month of T20 action. I would like to say a big thank you to Tony, who's just come in the studio, who has coordinated us for the IPL and will continue to do so throughout the summer. The Bear for all his technical help and swearing. Jez has been almost an ever-present from Perth, helping us out consistently. Thank you very much. Everybody else has helped it. Anindo and Ajit, in particular from India. Ryan's been great in the studio. I expect he's playing cricket today, so can't hear us. He's got exams. He's got exams, much more important. And everybody else, David and Paul for their help today at quite short notice. Who else was a regular on the during
Well,
the
I
series.
just want to say thank you to you, Andy, you and Bear and Jack.
Jack,
of
yes,
course,
yeah.
in terms of the IPL Heaven and IPL Hell, which I particularly enjoyed over the course of the last couple of months. But you've been the constant throughout, you and the Bear, I think. So thank you for that.
Well, it's my pleasure, and we're not saying goodbye. Certainly, we're saying see you very soon. Tuesday, Thursday, and then the Cricket World Cup. Shreyas Iyer's got a stump with a glove on it, looking like some kind of bizarre puppet. But in the meantime, the IPL 2024 is finished. It will be forgotten tomorrow, as is the way with T20 tournaments. That's not necessarily a bad thing. But for now, unless you want to add anything, Tony? No. For now, we will say a brief goodbye and see you soon.
Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time is come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin,